Okay, I'm going to show you how I clean these star rollovers and make them look like factory. So these are the two out of a skate ball. They go right there. So let me show you what I do to get them looking brand new. Okay, first thing you got to do is figure out how to get the star out of its holder. Now if we look, there's 4 tabs. Let me hang up here. There's these 4 tabs that keep this from popping through. So your job is to peel back the tabs without breaking them and popping this out. All right, let it boil in some hot water. The hot water has effects on the twist ties too, so you got to be kind of quick about it. So it's 2 behind the barb. 4 is perfect. 3 is good enough. Okay. So basically I've got the 3 barbs separated. I'm going to push. There we go. Mission accomplished. None of these are broken. Okay, let's go to part 2 now. Okay, 1000 grit sandpaper, wet, dry, water, soap, and just go back and forth. Hard to do with one hand. Actually, can I hang it up? I'm going to hang out. Back and forth, circles. If you go back and forth, you're going to get lines. If you go circles, you're not going to get lines. Check your work. Water's obviously going to make it look a lot better. There's still some white. Okay, that's good. Okay, let that dry. Star, good old toothbrush, and lots of soap. And if it's really bad, you can use the sandpaper here too. little more work. Okay, now, don't put it in just yet. We got to give this its final preparation, but it has to be 100% dry. Oh, I forgot. There's sometimes kind of skinkies in there too, so hit it with the toothbrush. You got to be careful on the back side here. Again, don't break these tabs, and don't sacrifice these slots. Okay, now we're gonna let it dry. Okay, at this point, you should have something that looks like this. It's kind of dull. All right, how are we going to brighten it up? We're gonna use some good old gloss satin paint that we're gonna brush on as opposed to spray. You can spray. There's usually enough surface tension when you spray so that the liquid doesn't clog up. Sorry, that the liquid doesn't clog up these little veins here. But I just brush it on and it comes out just as nice, if not better than a spray. Let me just zoom in here. All right. So this is just Varathane. I use it for play fields. I use it, well, it's stuck on there pretty good. I use it for all kinds of things. So you just want to dab some on your brush. And just brush it on. Okay. Looks a bit lumpy bumpy, but we're gonna let it dry. I'll bring you back. Yeah, we got some in the corners, but don't worry about it. Okay, you should have something like this now. All nice and dry, good shape. Now, do you want to check your fitment? Put it in backwards. Rolls perfectly. Okay? The second you put it in the other way, you're committed. So I just want to check. Make sure she rolls nice. And we're good to install. So I'll show you how we're going to install it. I showed this in a previous demonstration on how to prepare a playfield for an overlay. So let's just do a real quick one here. So you take your 2-part epoxy, dollar store stuff. I'm using JB Weld only because I got a good deal on it. Put it down. We're only doing 2, so we don't need that much. I just put the tape on to keep the little lids on so it doesn't pop off. I'm going to mix them as close to 50-50 as you can get. Okay, this is done. Now mix it. Okay. Now, my recommendation is, first of all, don't put the star in. Okay, and second of all, do not put the glue around the edge, because what's going to happen is when you go to put it into the playfield, you go to put it in the hole, it's going to ooze out and go all over the place. So the recommendation, first of all, get it all nice and mixed. All right, let's move you over to here. Something flat to push it down, and a scoop to scoop it up, and just put the stuff on the inside. I can tell you I'm putting way too much, but that's okay. Okay. Oh, gotta move you out of the way here. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, some shrapnel. That's good. Okay. You see? Yeah, you can see. Okay. Okay, this one's got the rollover in it, but not that big of a deal. Put it in. This one I'm gonna have to finagle just a bit. Call it good. Okay. Oh, did he move? Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. All right. Let's do the final. Perfect. Okay. Now we just have to adjust the thing on the bottom. And we'll get it to work. So I'm gonna bring it back so I get a better angle here. All right, before I show you the final reveal, shout out to Randy Ginden, I think was the name, for giving me the idea with the straw. I couldn't quite get it to work. Well, first of all, because we've only got these paper straws. I don't have any plastic ones, but the straw, I guess I've got to find one small enough to fit over the knob here. But it would still have to taper in. Like it would have to, the straw would have to be like a taper in to get behind those tangs, but still much appreciated. I'm sure I'm gonna perfect my craft on figuring how to get these little prongs out. So what I was working on, it worked for me. You guys tell me how you feel, and here's the final. So beautifully responsive. And they look fantastic, nice and flush. And what happens on the back is you gotta adjust the leaf, call them leaf springs, but you gotta adjust the leaves, these things here, so that you get the proper spring and the proper connection. See how the whole leaf is moving up? And obviously, this point they're actually touching. So if you don't put enough tension on it, you're not going to get the spring of the star. Nonetheless, we are done. This has been going on for, I don't know, 2 years, the skate ball, maybe even longer. But I'm finally getting down to the finish line. I got a lot of adjustments I've got to do on the play field. So if you want to get a playfield adjustment video, just let me know. Let me show you what else we got into the hopper here. We got another, surprise, surprise, another kiss going on. This is an Evel Knievel that I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. I gotta make a wiring harness for the playfield. We'll figure out if the playfield's going to get the full resto. Hopefully we're gonna go print right on the wood, and I'll bring you along for that. And then here is skate ball. This was made, the decals were made as I did the other decal. My machine, my Cameo Silhouette, used that. And believe it or not, it was more difficult than it looks, way more difficult than Kiss, just to get these lines all smooth and the surfer dude there. But this one should come out really nice. So anyway, and just the plastics I got going on for skate ball. So that'll do it. Thanks for the subscriber count, 526 I think it is, and I'm just beside myself with how happy I am with how the channel's progressing. Again, rushfan@live.ca. If you need to get in touch with me, if you got a project you need some help on, if you've got, I'm getting a lot of comments on the backlash that I did, people asking where the place was that I had all the printing done and whatnot. Reach out to me, rushfan@live.ca, and we can discuss. And to that end, I wish everyone the best. Like, share, subscribe. Over and out. We'll talk to you soon.